Hey guys, so if you want to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell to be notified every time I post a new video. So sorry about the glare. I should probably take these glasses off, but I literally can't see without them because of I could technically do that, but it just feels like me squinting, like literally trying to figure out how much time I am at right now. So I'm going to try literally look weird. It's because of that. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, I completely forgot. If you want to follow me on Instagram, look at my Amazon storefront and follow me on my podcast called I Talk a Lot. It is all down linked in the description below. Okay, so for this video, I'm going to be talking about things I would recommend for people who want tattoos. Now, I'm not a tattoo expert, but I have gotten plenty of them. So I have one, well, if you don't know exactly how many I have, I did a whole video on all my tattoos, but just obviously here are two ones that you can literally see: an infinity sign and the word believe. Number one first advice is do not scratch them, and I had to learn the hard way. I was told not to, but I did it anyways because I don't know if you can see on this. It's very light. You probably really can't tell if you're really up close and personal, like in person. But for me, when I'm looking at my tattoo, you can kind of see that it's faded. I mean, it's still very visibly there. You can know what it says. It says the word believe. It's not bad at all. It's just slightly faded because I did in fact scratch at it. So compared to that, when it was originally first done, you can tell very much the difference. Number two is if you want to get a tattoo with a best friend, anyone that you love that is very special. I don't care if it's a family member or what, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. I recommend getting it something very small, and I recommend getting it in a place where you can have an easy way of figuring out how to remove it or cover it up. And the reason why I say this is because I in fact have a tattoo of my ex-best friend. Not of her, but just her favorite butterfly, not favorite butterfly, her favorite animal is a butterfly, and her favorite color is purple, and I do in fact have it on my right ear. And the reason why I have it there specifically here is because I didn't think of the choice. It was because she got a tattoo of an infinity sign for me on my 18th birthday. We went together, she drove me, and I did it. So I was like, oh, we should get a tattoo. And well, I didn't really suggest it. I was like, oh, I was hoping she would get her tattoo done. But obviously it was gonna be a lot complicated and a lot more detailed compared to the ones that I've gotten and that I have right now. So it was gonna need a lot more time. So I was a little upset, but not really that upset, but slightly. I was like, oh, that sucks, but alright. And she said, you know what, I can just get a tattoo of the infinity sign. So I thought oh, that's so sweet, nice. And I literally still remember her reaction, my reaction. Why am I saying her reaction? I was so happy. It was really almost gosh exciting. I literally jumped and hugged her, and I still remember I kissed her on her cheek. I'd never done that, but I was just so excited. I felt like I could kiss her, but not really kiss her, so I just kissed her on her cheek. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. So I got a tattoo because she got it for me, so I was like, oh, I should do something nice for her. And she liked the design just because it was simple, and I told her when I went to go get it that day. And she really thought that was nice, I'm pretty sure. I don't know now, because we're no longer friends. But I still have it, and you may be asking, do you plan on getting it removed or getting it covered? Honestly, I don't plan on either because one, I don't want to go through the pain, and the reason why I will talk about in a later, next. And two, because I don't know what I would want it to be covered by, I don't know, and because it's such an odd place, and it's behind my ear, and it's kind of big but not kind of big, and it's a colored one, so I don't know. I haven't really thought about that, so I just personally like it because it's cute, but also I like that I can't see it visibly like every single day, like here, like it's not somewhere I can look at it and always be reminded of her. And honestly, sometimes I forget that I have a tattoo here. Like it's like, wait, I have a tattoo when I'm trying to count how many. It's like, oh yeah, I do have one here. So it's like I never see it, so sometimes I forget about it. And I will say um get in a place where you can like also like I said, you get it in a place where you can cover it up easily, but also if you don't want to cover it up or get it lasered off, get it in a place where it's like somewhere you can't see it like every single day, like here or here. Like this place you can see or here you can see place, but if it's like on your back or the back of your shoulder, your neck, your ear, the back of your leg, or like the back of your, I don't know, maybe not heel because like that's a really painful place I've heard, and also you can literally see it every single day, but somewhere like on the back side of your body, I think maybe like if you want like maybe here, I don't know, but I say just get it on the back side of your body because like literally, I know it sounds bad, but like if you ever break up either way, or like you have a fight or you don't talk anymore, meaning like break up, you can just like have it there if you don't want to mess with it, and you don't have to look at it like every single day of your life. Even though you know it's there, it might be like a problem, but anyways. So next thing is, don't do what I do, is I got a tattoo. It's actually gone. I picked at it at um there and there. That is a scar of a semicolon, and I got it because of my suicide attempt. And so I got it because, like, you know, it's like it's for like anxiety, depression, you know, suicide attempts, you know, all that stuff and whatever, you know, like basically anything like mental health issues. So I wanted to get it, and my ex friend was gonna get hers, not the exact one that I had, but she had a separate design, which I thought was really cool, and I didn't have that creativity like she did, and it's amazing. We were still friends at that point, and I just wanted like a simple one because I personally, for me, I like dainty little tattoos. I can't like imagine getting myself like a big tattoo, although I do want a big one, but like I like small dainty ones. So I got a tattoo, and my mom saw it because I stupidly got it here and I didn't think to get it like hello here or somewhere where she wouldn't notice, like I don't know, behind my, no, not even behind my neck, because like I wear my hair up, so like I literally, there is no way place that I could have done, and I should have done it like here because she wouldn't like literally look inside my hand, because like, I mean, maybe, I don't know, honestly, you know what I mean. So I got it lasered off, and I was so upset, and yeah, that was a lot of money. Well, not really. It was only $10 extra added to the price, because the place that I went to was starting at 50, and since I got really small tattoos, there's only $10 added extra. So yeah. Anyways, so I got it lasered off. It was painful. It wasn't that bad, but I will say it was painful. So that's why I don't plan on ever getting this removed, just because I want to go through that, and I don't know. It is purple, so it's not like a dark purple, but it's kind of dark. So I don't know like how the process of getting that like removed would be and how expensive, because let me say this, I think it was like $100 like each time we went, and I think we went like 6 sessions, so it was like $600. And the reason why you can see that is because the scarring, I picked at it thinking like I could still have like the scar of it in case once I move out I can have it like exactly like pointed out, hey, this is where I want it, like this is the year, which I'm glad I did that because I don't have to think like, oh, where do I want it? Because this was like a perfect location. I'm just speaking about this way too long. I'm so sorry. So the next thing is, I recommend thinking about it for a year, preferably maybe over a year. Like I really, really think if it's like a small design, it's small, like meaning like it's like a small word like this, or if it's like a small like thing, or it's not too detailed, I really recommend up to a year. But if it's something bigger, colored, more expensive, I really recommend waiting a lot longer. Or like if you can, luckily these days you can have like a temporary tattoo. You can like get it like online, like have it designed for you and have it like placed on your body where you can imagine yourself wearing it every single day, you know. Or you could get like a henna tattoo or like a temporary tattoo where it like lasts like a year or so, where you can like you can see if you like the design or whatever. But just because I don't know, maybe it's different because I love tattoos and I didn't think I was gonna want like 24 tattoos in total. I don't have them on, but like for some reason, it's actually been over a year since I've wanted these. Not over, sorry. It's been close to a year ever since I like wanted all these extra tattoos that I plan, because I plan on having it like right here on the right side, and then like I have 19 tattoos that I want to get. Not all of them. Some of them I want, like one of them I want here, and one of them I want my spinal tattoo, that will be the biggest one that I have because it's my spine, not all the way down, just like slightly that size. So I like it, and I want to try to envision myself having it. And obviously, I could get like it temporarily, but that's a lot of money, and then my mom won't like that because I can't drive. But also, for me, when I look at tattoo ideas, like I look and I look and I look, which is another advice I will tell you guys to, like, when you think of an idea, like I recommend like looking at a ton of tattoo artists and their not Facebook, their like Instagram, or like look at reviews, like look at it like everywhere, trying to figure out like the pricing wise, and if you want to get a consultation, recommend getting a consultation just in case you have like something like really big, or you know, call the place up, see what the price starting range is, and if they don't know, if you don't words, they don't know, because it's like I didn't realize this, but it's a bit dumb place. A place where my old friend got hers. I didn't realize. I just wanted a consultation of like for future reference, or if I wanted to go over there. I don't plan on going there. Maybe I will, but I don't know. That seems like a little like hassle, because like with that there's a consultation, but they're really booked out, and if you want, you kind of have to pay for the consultation in case you plan on getting it like done, like scheduled and stuff. So I didn't want to like, you know, pay for the consultation, but like I was kind of confused, but that was my problem. Anyways, I recommend doing that. Just like really do a ton of research. To be honest, research is your best friend in this because it is very permanent. And also, I will also recommend to ask lots of questions, like ask questions about like price wise, what they can do. And again, I highly recommend just like doing your like a shit ton of research, because that is on your body forever and you don't know if you're gonna like it. Luckily for me, I got really lucky with the two tattoo artists that I went to, and I will link down below the place where I got it. The artist, I forgot one girl's name. I think her name was Jenny. I don't know if she still does tattooing now because because she had a baby. So I don't know if she still works or not. The guy that I had, I don't know if he still works there too, but his name was Jonathan. He was like really sweet and nice. I really liked his work. I honestly did not like look at it like on his Instagram page like at all, just because I was gonna plan on doing my original girl that I had, but she was like not booked. So the owner, I called, and you know, she said, here, we can do Jonathan. I was like, okay. So don't do what I do. Don't just like completely take it on, because I got really lucky. But you know, definitely for sure do your research, have a consultation, look at before and after pictures. Well, I'm saying before pictures. Look at the pictures of tattoo artists and see what they can do, and ask lots of questions. Next advice is save, 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 save. I was very, 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 very lucky with the company that I chose. I don't know if they have raised the prices, the sorting prices up. So once I got it was like in the begin, like 2021. I got it like on my birthday, and then in September, no, October, no, November. Why am I, sorry, November. I think it was November of 2021. Or it was in October. Oh well, honestly, all I know is I got very lucky with the pricing wise because for one, mine were tiny, but also I think if I went somewhere else, it still would have been a lot more expensive, probably like up into like the 200, 300 range. So I was, even though it was still tiny, it had some details, but it was so tiny. I just got really lucky with the artist and the like starting range. So that place, Underground Ink, starts at 50, and then for me, I got it really tiny. Like this was 50 plus this. Oh, not this. Sorry, I have one on my like ankle, my right ankle, and that was like a $10 added, so that was 60 plus like $40 I tipped. I went overboard, so I gave like, I gave, I don't know how much percent, so it was like $100. It would have been 80 if I didn't give her like that extra like 20, but I was like so happy, so I just decided to do that. I don't regret over tipping, but oh well. So for me, my second round, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 4 tattoos I got. It was like 50, 60, 70, 80. Yeah, like 50, 60, 70, 80. So like it was like about like $100, which, you never think, oh wow, like $100 for like four like small ass tattoos. I was really, really lucky, so I don't know if you're going to be able to get that lucky. And some people might say that's cheap. I will say that is. I was not expecting that, but again, mine were not very detailed, so I don't know. I highly recommend maybe, again, also you have to look at the pictures, so if you don't like that like artist, maybe the higher expensive ones are worth it, but I've heard that some people say that the expensive ones are not worth it, just because they're overpriced, or maybe it's because there's like the fine line needle art, which I didn't realize was a thing. But for me, I don't really care about needles. I just wanted it to be whatever needle they have. So I guess maybe that also adds into consideration to the price point. Which I did not realize until like literally like probably like a month or so ago. I didn't realize that was a thing. So the next advice I have to say is, if you want, I recommend probably bringing someone with you. If you are not a fan of needles like I am, I did good. Surprisingly, I did not cry. I thought I would cry, but I had my ex-friend, so I was very lucky that I had her there, and I just like literally held her hand, I squeezed it, and I literally was just like not breathing, and she was like, whoa, are you okay, like hello, because I was like, ooh, it was painful and it was scary, but for me, the areas where I got it, it wasn't that painful except for this one, because he kind of went onto the bone, and then behind my ear, some part of like the bony part was really painful, but besides that, like all my tattoos were like slightly painful, but I would do them all over again. And I have a very low pain tolerance. I think finger pricks, shots, like anything like needles, I want to cry and I need to hold my mom's hand type of thing. So I surprisingly did not cry at all. So I recommend having someone there with you, or if you can't have someone there with you, I recommend like holding something like a squeeze ball or like a stress ball or something. If not, like maybe I don't know. It's just like for me, it really helped. Not just because of the anxiety, but it was like it felt comforting to hold someone's hand and squeeze it in pain, you know? Even though I'm a giant baby. Next advice is sorry, I'm getting cut off with my head. I literally didn't think about that. Sorry. The next advice is I highly, highly, highly recommend trying to figure out which area you want to go. Kind of also like finding your tattoo artist and like researching, also just like look at the price range of like each one and figure out like if it's in a good area. Also, mine was in such a good area, but I don't know, depending on where you live. So just also that kind of goes in hand with the research one. Next thing I have for you guys is if you are getting tattoos and you have one and you're like, oh, like out of the whim, you like this tattoo, I don't know, maybe it's not me because I'm not very spontaneous, although yeah, I'm not really a spontaneous person, to be honest, so I had a lot of thought. But if you are okay with not having things have like a mini notion to you guys, I just don't know how you guys do that. I mean, technically, I am doing that too with the tattoos that I want, but most of them have like something that I really like. For example, I want one that has like a coffee cup, which I love coffee, one that has a panda bear, which I love pandas, because I think they're so cute and fluffy and also amazing, but also I did not like create that correlation because of that. I just really like the look of pandas. Like maybe it's just me that I was always taught from my mom was to always like have a reason and meaning for it, and if you don't like that, it's completely fine. So I don't know. For me, that I find that to be more perfect for me, but if you want that, that is completely fine. And either way, I still love tattoos. I will say, next advice is colored tattoos are a little bit pricier depending on if it's like an entire colored and then shading and all that stuff, so that will also raise the price of the tattoo up. So I with that colored tattoo of a butterfly, that one wasn't like that wasn't a problem just because it had no detail, it was just like an outline of a butterfly. I have a picture on my Instagram and that will be linked down below. Well, my Instagram handle will be, so like you guys can check out my tattoo results. I really liked them a lot, but some people might say, oh, you know, like colored tattoos are like not good, which I will say they do tend to fade. So it was just I got it because that was her favorite color. So next thing I will advise you guys is to also with the whole like waiting 1 year or more is to, if you don't want to spend the money on like trying to get like a henna tattoo, this is only for like very simple like dainty easy tattoos, is I recommend writing it or like drawing it on your arm, hand, or whatever body part that you are able to access, like in pen or marker or whatever, just so you get a sense of feel of what it is, in case you don't want to like actually like spend the money on a henna tattoo or like a permanent one, not a permanent, a semi-permanent one. That's what I did for these two tattoos. Like when I was younger, I used to like write like in pen like it on my wrist and my finger, and I was obsessed with it. Like my mom was like got annoyed with me, and she was saying like, no, it was my sister, my oldest sister, and she said you'll get skin cancer for it, and I literally thought I would get skin cancer from writing on my hand with permanent marker or like a pen, which I don't know how true that is, but it really made me stop. So, but I still, ever since I was really young, I immediately wanted those two tattoos, and I don't know why. Just somehow one day I was watching a YouTube video, and it's like I saw someone, that YouTuber with like a pretty like a tattoo on her finger, and was like, I want that. And I don't know why, something in my brain just clicked. Why I really loved it. I don't know, I just got went onto this tangent. I think that's all the advice that I have. It kind of like, I don't know if like all of it kind of sounded the exact same thing. I'm just repeating myself over, but I just want to like preface saying that like for me, I don't have a lot of experience, but I will say I have some experience in getting tattoos. This is what I've learned. And I hope you guys have a happy tattoo and journey, and I hope you guys get your tattoo of your dreams, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!